Sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak. And when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you. Try to find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you. And get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter. No matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face and collapse. Till I collapse, I'm spilling these raps. Long as you feel them to the day that I drop, you'll never say that I'm not killing them. Cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them. And I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught in web, spin them in hawk venom. Adrenaline shots, a penicillin could not get the illness to stop. Amoxicillin's just not real enough. The criminal cop killing hip-hop, filling a minimal swap to cop millions of pop listeners. You're coming with me, feel it or not. You're gonna fear it like God shows it. A spirit of God lives in us. You hear it a lot, lyrics to shock. Is it a miracle or am I just product of pop? Listen up.
You know, there's some big things that I've learned through the course of this journey so far, and even before that, I feel like it was there. I was hearing it, I was listening to it through whether somebody was telling me, through going to an event with training, or doing personal development every day. I hear these things and it doesn't stick. You know, sometimes it doesn't matter how many times you've heard it, who you've heard it from, where you've heard it. It doesn't really stick until you're ready to hear it yourself. And I know that might sound kind of weird considering I said I've heard it probably 100,000 times, but the probably biggest piece is don't be scared to fail. You know what I mean? And that's probably one of my biggest hurdles. I'm scared to death to fail. I feel like if I don't get to, I'm gonna just say succeed, right? I feel like if I don't succeed at something, so if I say I'm gonna not cheat for a week and then I eat a piece of pizza, I failed. If I say I'm gonna hit the gym every day, 7 days that week, and I miss one day, I feel like I failed, right? Anything. If I say I want to lose 5 pounds this week and I lose 4.98, whatever, I feel like I failed. And the biggest problem I have is if I go into something and I have the slightest hint that I'm gonna fail, I want to just not do it. And the bad part is there's nothing wrong with failing. The most successful people in the world fail every day. They just fail their way to success. The problem was I wasn't failing, I was quitting. I wasn't even trying. I was giving up before I gave myself a chance to succeed. And it hits me every day. I'd love to sit here and just tell you, man, I learned this, I heard it the other day and it stuck, and like I'm gonna be perfect and I'm never gonna have these thoughts again, and I'm never gonna be scared to fail, and I'm never gonna have a problem with cheating and wanting to give up and everything else, but I'd be lying to you. Because I know good and well that it will happen again. I know that. But the one thing I wanna say to myself is the fact that I'm a little more aware of it now. I'm a little more understanding of it, that when it hits me, I can hear it and I can see it in my own mind, and hopefully I can put forth the right amount of effort and the right amount of consciousness to turn it around. Even if it takes me a day or a week, I can put forth that effort. Because the last time I was scared to fail, because I was failing, I quit. And I quit for almost 2 years. And by quitting, I gained all my weight back. And I'm gonna tell you something, it's a lot harder to do it the second time than it was the first time. And I thought I was killing myself the first time, putting forth the effort, putting forth the work, everything that it took to drop over 100 pounds. It was a lot of work. And then I just threw it in the trash because I was so scared of failing, I just quit. And I gave up on myself and everybody around me that I put forth the effort with me. So that's the biggest thing that I have to work on every single day. Every day. Is quit worrying about failing. Failing's gonna happen. But if I use it the right way and I fail my way up, I fail my way to success, then there was nothing wrong. That just means I was moving. I was learning shit as I went. Because if you're failing, that means you're making moves, you're doing something. If you're not failing, then most likely you're sitting still. And the worst part about sitting still is I gain all my weight back. But now I'm making moves, I'm failing, but I'm making progress. I'm making a direction towards my success. And for me, that's the biggest part of this journey, you guys, is failing my way to success, enjoying the journey, and learning through the process. Because if I don't learn, that's the problem with these surgical things nowadays. You go have surgery, you lose a bunch of weight, and then you gain it all back. Why? Because you didn't fail. You didn't learn anything through that process. You just dropped the weight through medical miracles, and then you end up gaining it back. Not everybody, but quite a few, because you didn't learn anything. There was no process. There was no journey. So I have to work on that every day. I have to work on being able to fail and live with it and still move forward. All right?
Till the smoke clears out, am I high? Perhaps I'ma rip this shit till my bone.
All right, guys, so we've got some stretching going on in here, and stretching is actually a critical component that we are going to start implementing in both Duke's and BRAD's program. I've subscribed to a website called ROMWAD. It's an incredible website that has tons of different stretching routines in there, and me and these guys are going to be doing quite a bit more stretching just to improve their mobility, improve their overall health. A lot of times, especially us guys, we get to working out a lot and abusing our bodies and never take time to actually take care of them through stretching and all the necessities. So here's a little few clips of our stretching, and we are going to be implementing stretching quite a bit more just to prevent injuries and increase their mobility, because through doing this we will also it'll also open up many more doors for their bodies to be able to just do much more. So I'm excited to see what our stretching routines bring, and hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Peace.